Hi, it's Elizabeth. Some of you might know me from Simply Everyday Elizabeth, this new vlog channel. Others of you would know me from Callie's Clips and Crochet Creations as a crochet designer. So this video is for you. Now, with being new to videos, I thought I would explain this a little better. I'm apparently having hair issues. Oh well. But now I don't know what to do. Ignore my hair flip. This video is about my mermaid pattern. Now, I love this pattern. I designed it in 2013, and it was a very popular pattern when it was released, and it's been awesome. Now, if you don't know what it is and seen the mermaid craze, it's this awesome crocodile stitch mermaid pattern. This is a 3 to 6 month size. It's not my itty bitty one, but it's just this little mermaid cape to lay on a baby, and has a little pocket. And when I designed it, people asked me, why did you call it a cape? Well, most of my designs at the time were called Cuddle critter capes, so I went on with the theme of making capes, and I didn't do a cocoon, and many were mad that I didn't do it, but I'd have to completely redesign the pattern if I was going to make it go in circles. There are ways to do it, but at the time I'd already designed the cape and there were already some other cocoon type patterns out there. So honestly, I didn't want to change it. I just wanted to leave it the same. So if you do have the original pattern, you just make 2 panels and just sew them together down the sides. You have a cocoon, put a little drawstring on top if you need to cinch it. It's pretty simple. If you need help, email me anytime, but that should be in the pattern as long as you got the update like a year later. This is gonna get old. I might have to get a bobby pin. I got a haircut, so my bangs are a little bit shorter than they were, and it's humid. So anyways, with the original pattern, it did come with a little princess tiara and some little bitty shells for you. So, but what happened this year, I want to say March, April-ish, this awesome site, I think called The Woot in Australia, shared a picture, a collage of several different mermaid patterns. Some were free, some were paid. Mine is a paid one, and she linked up some of my pictures and some that were similar, and I got a lot of questions on a specific picture that was a larger size. My pattern only goes up, it can fit up to 5 to 7 years, but the pattern really only goes 3 to 4 plus, and there was some confusion because really it just needed more length, but it was confusing some people. So, and kids start to change in size, so it was kind of hard to, I said go off measurements. And it just kind of came down to, oh goodness gracious, would you just write another pattern? Well, I've been taking some time off from pattern writing, and it hit at an awkward time. And so I kind of sat down and I thought, I'll work on it as I have time. And then school came around, or school got out, summer came around, I just got busy. And this is a huge project. And the biggest question was, can I get the size range from size 5 to size 10? Or 5 to all the way to adult. And I thought, well, if you want to make one for an adult, more power to you. It's going to take a lot of work. And I got hundreds of emails. My pattern went viral. I'm sure many of the others, I hope they had awesome sales and awesome hits to their sites. It was actually the biggest blessing this year in my sales and my business for me, because I was taking some time off to focus on family and me and some other things, but it's fall and I'm excited to get back into just jumping into everything. It was all good things, don't worry, nothing wrong, just took time for family, took time off from my crochet addiction. And so it's hard to balance it all, I'll be honest with you, so that's why I stepped away. But I'm back and I finished the new pattern. If you've been following me on social media at all, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Google, I do it all. It's craziness. But I finished the pattern today. It's done. It's finished. I just finished the pictures. Those were fun. Taking a picture of yourself in these is tough, let me tell you. Thankfully, I have a daughter that was willing to take pictures, but I wanted to talk about the design a little bit because of size ranges. That was really, that's where I struggled, because I didn't want to make like 10 different sizes, because you could probably make one for every age if you wanted it size specific. But I took some general measurements from 5 to 10, and I went with the widest one. And the way I designed it, these are designed as a blanket, so you have this huge blanket. This is the kid size one. Oh my goodness. I'm pretty sure. I think so. Because kids can be tall, and I'm not super tall. And pause. Okay, sorry, we had a little interruption there. As I was saying, this is Callie. She is my Callie of Callie's Clips when I started it. But the way we designed this is a blanket, so it's not a cocoon again. Too much work. Sorry, too much yarn. And when the child is laying down, I'll just simply wrap. Now this is going up to size 10, people. That's why it wraps all the way around my skinny mini. She's 6. And it's plenty long, lots of extra space, and this one's really tall. I didn't make it specifically for her. It's got lots of repeat rows. So it's the way I wrote the pattern, you gonna hold that? The way I wrote the pattern, it's got a lot of repeats for the length. You can shorten it or make it longer for the size, but the width should be perfectly fine from 5 to 10. So it'll be big on your 5, 6, 7-year-olds if they're skinny minis like my Callie. But it'll wrap around them. It's a blanket, and it gives the beautiful mermaid effect that's on there. So she is modeling for you. Thank you, my dear. I can do the rest. Okay?
Now bye.
Say bye. Thank you. All right. Can you take Sweet Lucy in there? Thank you. Okay. So this is how, this will be not edited, sorry. You'll also see I forgot to weave in an end or two. This is the adult size. This will be preteen to adult. Callie, play with her in the other room, please. They don't want to hear jingling. This is the adult size. The measurements are in the pattern. It looks huge, doesn't it? But the way I designed it, I wanted an adult preteen to fit from small all the way up to, I want to say I did a plus size, but I'm not sure how big. So if you are, I think I did it, I have to look at the pattern for the measurement. I don't remember. I've been swimming in this, literally. But I'm telling my size, I'm a large, like as 12. And this goes, all the way around me. So, I mean, if you wanted it to wrap around, it does. But if you just need a blanket, I mean, it's gonna lay. I mean, I could fit like 2 of me in here, so this should fit plus size just fine. Same with the length. It's all the mermaid capes start the same, and then they come out to a certain point, and then they get the width, you know, repeating over and over and over and over forever. That's why it took me, I started this in April, and I just finished it in September because this got really boring. So if you like the crocodile stitch and you like to make, you know, big Afghans, you're gonna love this. But I like to work with quick, small projects, which is why I design things for babies. So the foot pocket is the same, you know, so it has a little pocket if you do need to use it as a prop and you're an adult or you just want to keep your feet warm, you know, because it's tapered down at the bottom. That's what that's for. So I just wanted to, you know, address, it's a blanket. It's not a fitted wearable tail. Now the only thing I changed in this, and I hope you love it, the yarn I used before was Lion Brand Tweed Stripes. I loved it. I loved the colorways because the names were like Luau, Caribbean, and I'm gonna forget one. That's okay. But they were like mermaid ocean names. And I thought, that's so cool. The only problem was there's not much on the skein, and it already was taking, what, 6 to 8 skeins for the 3 to 4 size. And I thought, oh goodness, you're gonna need double if not triple of those. And that's not cheap yarn. So I knew that was gonna be a problem in making an adult size blanket. Now the good news is, even though the Lion Brand Tweed Stripes is a 5 bulky yarn, it is a lighter bulky yarn, and if you use a heavy worsted, and by heavy worsted I mean Red Heart Super Saver, I hate it, sorry, I won't use it, it makes me itch, I have really sensitive skin. My favorite Hobby Lobbies, I love this yarn, it's a heavy worsted, it's a little bit thicker, but you know, some of your worsteds can be a little bit thinner, especially when you get into some of those prettier designer, you know, variegated yarns. Even some of the Hobby Lobby variegateds or special dyed type ones are a little bit thinner as well. So what I used was Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn in the colorway. Guess what it's called? It's called Ocean. I mean, come on. It's a new colorway. I don't remember seeing it before last year. So I used this gorgeous color called Ocean. It's so pretty. Oh, it's upside down. That looks funny. So anyways, I thought that was too fun. But you don't have to use Ocean. That's why I used this specific color. It took 6 skeins for the smaller, and they're $3.99. So the price on that's not absolutely terrible. You could take your 40% off coupon 6 times and get it for half the price. Or you can just marry someone that works at Hobby Lobby like I did. No, he worked there after we were married. But he works at Hobby Lobby, so I get a little discount on my yarn, which is sometimes good unless it's on sale or something. Sometimes it's cheaper with the coupon than the discount. I don't know. So it's got its advantages. So anyways, I hope that you are excited for this because I've literally worked off and on it for months. I've gotten literally hundreds of emails. Can you make an adult size? So, and I apologize. Yes, I do make my videos in the bathroom, okay? Because I have this awesome lighting, skylight and light behind me. So it's the best light, and it's, I didn't want to go outside. It was hot. It's still really hot. So if you haven't seen me in my other videos, generally I film in the bathroom, but I try to block that out. So anyways, I hope that you've enjoyed this little explanation of the new pattern. I'm so excited to release it. I'm hoping to do it this evening. This is Thursday, September 3rd. But I don't know if this actual video will be up by then because I need to edit it. I hate editing. I might just throw it up there in all its glory and all its interruptions. You might hate that. I did try to keep it to 5 minutes and I didn't do that either. So if you would like to purchase the pattern, I will put the links to the original below. I will put a link to this one. This is not an update. I know that's going to be a big question. Will this be an update? I'm not going to do an update because with the pattern, honestly, with the pattern going viral, I would have thousands of emails. I can't do it. So it's going to be a separate pattern, and it also is not going to have shells, and it's also not going to have a tiara because this is just the blanket. Now I'm not going to design shells for an adult. I'm sorry. You can pick out your own top. And as I said, the funny part was trying to get pictures of it because I am my own photographer most of the time for my props, and it's easy to photograph my daughter but not myself. So thankfully my hubby got me this cool Apple Watch for my birthday, and it has a timer on it. So I set it up. I got all positioned and I took a better picture than the one I posted the other day. And the other day my hair was purple and today it's blonde, so I think it looks a little bit better than my weird faded dye job was doing. Anyways, I will leave links below to the old pattern and to the new pattern. If you have questions, feel free to email me to the business email and I will get to you as soon as possible. I hope that those of you who have been waiting patiently are excited because I'm excited to be done with this project. Honestly, this has been weighing on my heart for 6 months. I'm ready to design new things. I have a list long of things that I should have already released. So I have patterns that are done that need to be done. I've got some things coming up for some other companies that I need to share with you soon as I can. And then I have a few new designs in my brain that I'm ready to go buy the yarn for. So I've also been on a yarn freeze, but this next project I'm gonna go buy yarn for because I need a certain color for it to work. So anyways, yeah. So thanks for watching my video. Sorry it's too long. I like to jabber. And I hope that you'll join us again in a week because I think on Fridays, with this being a new channel, I'm going to do a Q&A. So questions from you and answers from me. I asked on my Facebook pages for some questions and I got some really good ones. This should work for like the rest of the month. So if you have questions about crochet, not like a pattern, like I can't answer your questions on here, but like if you have questions about crochet or I don't know if you want to ask me about business, you can ask me about that. I've been doing this for 5 years. If you have questions about me, maybe you want to get to know me better, I would love to get to know you more on a personal level. Facebook's hard, it's changing, and it's hard to get to know and talk to you guys, and you guys aren't sharing. Share your pictures of your projects. I want to see what you're making for my patterns. I have over 100 patterns, and I hope to build that more because this year I've been slacking. I'm so sorry. But it's ready to go. So I've talked long enough. I love you guys. Thank you for buying my patterns. Thank you for supporting my business the past 5 years. It'll be 6 years in January. We're gonna have to celebrate. I have to think ahead now that this mermaid's done. So links below if you want to subscribe to hear more Q&A in the coming weeks. I would love for you to. So for now, bye-bye. I will post the sale very soon. Bye.